And we are live, I presume. Hello, guys. It's your girl, Sophie, aka Sophia, back on Sophia's Football Talk. And yes, this is our third live stream for today, and definitely the last, unless suddenly, you never know, some big news breaks out or something for Man United's end. But today it's been all about the Premier League. And the other big six teams in general. So for this video, we're going to be talking about we're going to be talking about Everton versus Chelsea, which ended in a 1-0 win for Chelsea. It was a penalty, which Jorginho took. He scored. Not an issue with that. Um, I was about to say we're going to be talking about all the goals. It was one goal, so not much other than that. Let's say hello to the chat here. EXGLE, wonderful subscriber here, says hello. Hello, mate. I hope you're doing well. You're doing good. And to those of you who are just tuning in, remember to what? Huh? I'll remind you, subscribe, and of course, give this video a big thumbs up, as well as, you know, join my Fantasy Premier League. I know I keep saying it, but we are slowly growing. I definitely have been seeing a couple of people getting on it. I do have my own league, SFT League. It's right here with the code, so everybody can, join. Maybe I should try to make the code a little bit more apparent, but hopefully you guys can see it. Regardless, we also do have the actual link to the SFT League in the description box. So just click on that, and you'll get directed to the page and get added onto the league straight away. I will definitely try to do like a recap and update you with how the SFT league is doing, who's first, who's not doing so well, and whatnot. So yes, we'll do like a recap, possibly on Tuesday. I have to wait and see maybe because Monday I was thinking about doing like a Premier League recap with how the big six clubs have been doing, how it went and whatnot. But tomorrow is going to be like the first watch along for the Premier League season, and I'm going to be able to watch my team. But enough of that, let's talk about the actual game for today. Good question here about from EXGLE says, what about Broja performance? It was decent. Yeah, I mean, he came on. I will be, getting into his performance for sure. I did basically like, while I was watching the game, I have like tons of notes here, as you guys can see. Of course, watching the game, but also just because I'm going to be doing like a recap, match highlights, I want to just write down a couple of notes here and there to so that it will be easier for me to actually talk about how the game went and whatnot. The United family says, big up, Sophia. Big up to you too, mate. I hope you're doing well. Respect, respect. Okay, so like I said, it ended in a 1-0 win, and Chelsea did play with their new away kits. What do we think about the new away kit? I don't know. I've been basically having like a series on TikTok where I basically be, giving my opinions of the best kits and the worst kits in like categories of the home kits, the away kits, and the third kits. Definitely check it out. A lot of people definitely disagree with me when I talked about the away kits, the worst away kits, I should say. This away kit from Chelsea, it's like has kind of like interesting like light bluish, neonish stripes in a way. But I just since Chelsea got that dog on, you know, three sponsor. I don't like it. It's so ugly. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's one of the worst like shirt sponsors ever. Oh my god. It just makes the Chelsea kit look horrible. So yeah, that's that. We did get, some some of the signings did get their debuts. So of course, Raheem Sterling, definitely a Premier League proven player for sure, but had his, debut in a Chelsea shirt at a Premier League game. But Koulibaly, probably the biggest for sure, getting his start, and I definitely felt like he had a good game. Seemed a little bit shaky at sometimes, but the partnership between him and Thiago Silva was good. Was good. And you did see like Aspilicueta, aka Aspie, along, basically Chelsea does play with the three back line, very defensive minded team for a long time. And they have these fullback wingers in, Ben Chilwell and Reece James. Um, but I felt like, first half, a lot of moments in first half I did feel like was seemed kind of intense, seemed, moments where both teams were missing the ball but quick at getting it, tried to create some chances. It did seem intense and exciting in a way. Second half, different story. But nonetheless, Everton was definitely very unlucky with getting an injury when it comes to Ben Godfrey. They already do have, a player, such an important player as Calvert Lewin already gone with an injury prior to the game. He's out for 6 weeks. Ben Godfrey basically had to leave the stadium or leave the pitch on a stretcher. So that says a lot, Definitely very unfortunate, but stuff like that happens. We did see Marc Cucurella, the newest Chelsea signing, which City was also interested in, but City did not want to pay those coins. Chelsea did, and they paid some extra. I think it was about like 60 million pounds or something like that. Definitely a lot for possibly a backup left back. But I like Marc Cucurella. That is a good player. By the way, he has beautiful hair. That curly hair. Ooh, oh my God. Lord bless you, brother. Lord bless you. Regardless, he was on the bench. He did come on later and at the second half for sure. By the way, I will be getting into the comments. Just give me a little bit of a second to just get through to my what should I say? My inside of the game. You could call it that, I guess. Insight. You know what I mean. Give me one second. I just want to see if the stream is looking okay. I think it is. Okay, so yes, what else? Dwight McNeil is also Everton's newest signing. If I remember correctly, did play for Burnley. Was pretty solid at Burnley, but I'm gonna be honest, I completely did not notice that Dwight McNeil was on the pitch until somebody mentioned it, and I was like, "What? Was he even on the pitch?" And then you see him getting off, and I was like, yo, definitely not a good debut in the Everton shirt for sure. Everton definitely needs to buy some more players, 100% for sure. But yeah, like I said, so far Koulibaly within the first half definitely very solid in defense. Um, what else? Chelsea attack haven't created much for sure. They definitely do need a proper number nine, in my opinion. They did get the new edition of, for instance, Raheem Sterling. But I feel like in order for Sterling to maybe even flourish more, it's definitely to have maybe a proper number nine in the box, you can say. Although he did play it very good regardless in the City shirt in many times where they didn't really have a proper number nine. But regardless, Chelsea needs the proper number nine. We thought a lot of people assumed that was going to be Romelu Lukaku, but brother flopped. He's now back at Inter Milan as a loan, and Kaká move on. Um, but so far in the game, everything was definitely very good defensively, in my opinion. And both teams definitely lose the ball quite often. So the penalty was given for Chelsea. Doucouré giving away the ball in a very or giving away a penalty in a very sloppy way, in my humble opinion. So throughout the first half, overall, Chelsea with the most possession. In the second half, however, you can definitely say that Chelsea seemed a little bit rattled. I can say Everton did create more chances, but they just didn't. They just need to truly sought out those chances, if that makes sense. Thiago Silva, of course, again showcases how he is still a top class defender at the age of 37. In the 60-minute, Dali Ali comes in for Mike Dwight McNeil. Dele Ali also just kind of proves yet again that the guy is utter garbage. What happened to him? The guy is 26 years old. You know, there were years ago where he was in the England squad, ripping it off in the Tottenham shirt, really being like a future good talent. I don't know what happened. It's very unfortunate. Um, you can always turn things around. I don't feel like, it has to just definitely be like, okay, it's done for you. But I just, yeah, for Everton, that was a bad move to get Dele Alli, in my opinion. Very bad move. So overall, in the second half, Ruben loves the cheek and Captain America came in. Captain America, I'm referring to basically is Christian Pulisic. If you guys, maybe some of you have seen like video out there circulating. I think it might have been last year or the year before that of a show called Pawn Shop. Me and my brother used to watch that show a lot a few years back. Definitely very good. You go and you can sell stuff. So an American came in with a Christian Pulisic shirt or something, I think, or maybe it possibly might have been a signed shirt. And he tried to convince the buyer to, of course, buy the shirt to get a good profit of it. What he said was Christian Pulisic is the LeBron of soccer. When I heard that, I thought I was about to choke. I was like, what in the world? If somebody has never watched soccer before, aka football, what its actual name is, then you would probably assume, you know what, maybe Christian Pulisic is indeed the LeBron of soccer. No. The fact that we're calling it soccer, child. What else happened? Yeah, so Cucurella and Broja, which we're gonna get to, did also, get a debut in a Chelsea shirt, and I felt like they were decent. They did their thing for sure. It At the end, somewhat of or the midst of second half, we did have some type of medical emergency, and the game was stopped. But the game was not that long after resumed. Hopefully, whatever happened is resolved and that person is okay. Uh, so yeah, in the entirety of the second half, the game was, to be completely honest, very boring. 10 minutes would add it on, obviously because they had to stop the game. In my opinion, I think there might be a tie between when it comes to the man of the match, possibly between Koulibaly, but also Thiago Silva. Who should we say? I will say Koulibaly. I felt like, yes, he had some moments where he did seem a little shaky, but he was good. And to be honest, Chelsea didn't really do that much. I feel like Everton can kind of, it is, I get it, you lose, but it's not like a loss where you was completely battered. You were in the game, you were doing your own thing. The Everton board needs to, go back to the drawing board and realize, yo, we need to buy some new players, okay? Because they're not completely off it. But prior to this game, my prediction was like, yeah, Chelsea will probably win this game easily. Yes, Chelsea has been, dealing with some issues behind with, what should I say, their squad or whatever, and maybe not completely feeling ready, but and they also needs to make more additions themselves. But Everton can definitely, walk off that pitch after that game with their head held up high, in my opinion. And yeah, I feel like Chelsea probably also to just kind of round off and also to give you guys some moments to come into this chat. I just want to also say I do find it quite interesting seeing how Chelsea plays with the three at the back, or five at the back basically. It is very defensive minded, and I think in the long run it's not going to get you anywhere. That I don't feel like that potential football might necessarily win you the league, but that's just me. Y'all won the Champions League with it, but other than that, You know, Conor Gallagher also got a few minutes in within the added time for his Chelsea debut. I mean, not much to say about that, but yeah, that's kind of the whole roundup about that. I maybe have talked for a lot in terms of a game that didn't really have that much going on, but I just wanted to share my insight, my opinions of everything that was going on for the game. But now let's go to the chat here. EXG Elise says, "You doing United game tomorrow?" Yes, mate. Of course I am. I'm definitely going to be doing a full on watch along for the Man United game. It's going to be at 3 p.m. CET time. That means basically like Norwegian time here in Oslo. I think in the UK, you guys are 1 hour behind, so that will be like 2 p.m. So, and I will probably put on, plan and make that live stream already ready at the morning so you guys can just click on. But remember, just of course, number one, subscribe and click on that bell button because in that way you will be notified whenever I instantly go live or when I actually post a new video and whatnot. So United family says, I think Chelsea have a lot to do because this team struggled against a crap Everton side. I agree. They did. I just feel like I saw like some moments and so a lot of potential. We know what Raheem Sterling can do, but like the rest of the Chelsea attack is not good. Timo Werner was not, I think, on the bench either. There's definitely reports that he will be leaving. That guy is definitely trash. I also think that Christian Pulisic is not good enough whatsoever. He's been here at Chelsea for several years now, several seasons. I think at some point you got to say, cut ties and keep it moving, in my opinion. You know, the United family also says Chelsea should be beating this Everton team 4-0. Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at, for instance, earlier today, Tottenham did win 4-1 against Southampton. Very solid performance, You would assume that this Chelsea team would also put on a performance like that against a very weak Everton side that is struggling. But here we are. Um, it is what it is. I feel like Chelsea definitely, they have kind of like they do have a striker option in Broja, but I don't feel like they should be solely relying on a youngster from the academy. I think having an extra striker, buying like a proper number nine for Chelsea, that's your go-to guy, and maybe, you know, rotating because we do have, like I've been always saying in these streams regardless, is the new thing in this Premier League season is that we do have 5 substitutions that can be made. So, and the players are going to be playing a lot of games this season. We're going to be having a World Cup literally in November, December, like in the middle of the season. In 3 months from now there will be a World Cup, so a lot of the players from at least the big six teams will be going off to Qatar and play games. You know, we also do have Nations League and the respective club cups as well, like FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and whatnot. So it's a lot. So I do think it's a good thing to have, the 5 substitutions so you can rotate because we need to remember, yes, the players are given millions of pounds, euros each year, but they're not robots. They are, at the end of the day, humans. You know, they're humans. So it can be overbearing, not just physically, but also in a lot of ways mentally as well. That's just me. EXG Lee says send Pulisic back to MLS would be great. You know what? Yeah. MLS or just another club because Chelsea is not for you, my brother. I feel like you can say often, oh, on his day, he can be a really good player. But how many times are we going to say on his day? When you've been here for several seasons, years, I think we should be kind of over the on his day example. Is that just me? I don't know. Maybe. But I would love to hear about what your man of the match is. Because, like I said, my man of the match definitely goes to Koulibaly. definitely had a solid game in my opinion. And those of you who are just tuning in, remember to subscribe and of course give this video a big thumbs up and join your girls fantasy league right here and follow me on TikTok, possibly also on Instagram, but here and here. Alright? So we will probably be wrapping off this video now. But I would like to know before I leave you and before you see me tomorrow, because don't worry, you'll see this face tomorrow as well. I would like to know once again who is your man of the match. Let me know. Foram Katarani says hi, hello, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining my FBL league. Let's just say I'm not doing so well in my own league, the SFT league, which is right here. Not doing well. EXGLE says, well, I think Broja is a decent player, but I think he needs more time. I agree. Like I said, Broja, Armando, Broja, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, by the way. He was definitely excellent, when he had this loan spell at Southampton last season. So there's a reason why Thomas Tuchel decided to bring him back for Chelsea. For sure, there's definitely a reason why he did that. So I think there's a lot of potential. It's a good player, but he's young. And Chelsea should not, like I said, solely rely on a such a young striker that really they need to have someone else, maybe a little bit older, to be their proper number one, number nine. Does that make sense? That's what I think. But I still feel like this guy needs some more minutes. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad move for him to, or for Chelsea to bring him back. But they need more options when it comes to attack because Pulisic is not good enough. There are rumors that Hakim CH might be going. Somebody was linking him to United, and I was like, I don't know about that. So he's going. Who else are we talking about here? I mean, Raheem Sterling, I do feel like it's good, but you need once again a proper number nine. If there's any Chelsea fans that are watching this video right now, let me know what you actually thought about the game. Did like did you take anything positive out from the game? Let me know. What else attacking option? Timo Werner will probably most likely leave. He wasn't not even on the bench for this game, so he's gonna go. Bye. I have not even thought he really was good in the Chelsea shirt, but that's just me. Foram Katarani says tomorrow is our match. Man United, yes it is. And girl, I will be doing a watch along, so come join. We will also be doing like a short little match reaction right after the game. So to those of you who are missing that watch along, don't you worry. Just right after that video, you'll see me do like a proper but sweet and short little match reaction to showcase the highlights and whatnot of that Man United versus Brighton game. But which I hope we will win. I'm predicting 2-1, but I'm not completely sure. I'm not gonna lie. Foram Katarani also says Leroy Sané come to Man United. Heard that? Really? I have not. Wow. That's very random. I felt like I heard, not really? Has he been linked to Man United? Because I've never heard about that, what should I say, rumor or report before, but definitely enlighten me for sure. EXG Elise says, well, I think, sorry, Koulibaly to, for me, because he was a beast on defending. Oh, so basically, EXG Elise says Koulibaly is the man of the match for him as well. Okay, same. Florian Catarani says, I'll join you watch along and after the game too. Thank you, fam. I appreciate you. And those of you who have been rocking with me, either, you know, for the years that I've been on YouTube or recently subscribed, you know, liking, sharing, whatnot, I see you and I appreciate you. You guys are real ones. And to those of you who don't necessarily have time or possibly miss the live streams, but you do watch after the videos has been uploaded or the live has finished and you do comment or you do like, I appreciate you too. I do. Once again, y'all are the OGs. You know who you are. Forum Katarani also says I predicted 4-0 that will be a win for Man United. I cut for him. I hope that will happen, sis. I hope so. That would actually be wonderful if that happens for Man United. Wouldn't that be great? If we can actually see 4-0 win, strong start to the season. But for me, it's like, you know, remember, it was last season. Man United did start off pretty good against Leeds. I remember, did I do what? I have to have done a wash along then. Yes, I did. 5-1 win. We did see like Paul Pogba with 4 assists. Okay, and we did see like a Bruno hat trick and whatnot. That game was crazy, and I thought, oh my God, Lord have mercy, are we challenging for the league? You at some moment you're like in whole ecstasy and just you assume that, oh my God, we're gonna make some great things. What happened? Fast forward, we ended up at sixth place on default, technically. Yeah. So I am predicting to see some good, sexy football from Man United. Let's get some more signings in. Let get let's just see what Eric Ten Hag can do with this Man United team. That's all I want. Give him time. Okay? I got your back, Eric. Not that you would be seeing this video, but let's just say you would, Hypothetically, I'm manifesting. I'm sending you, Eric Ten Hag, good vibes. Okay? Lots of positivity for tomorrow. Let's win, bro. Let's win. Okay. We'll talk more about Man United in the watch along. I'll start that stream like 30 minutes before kickoff. So basically 2:30 Norwegian time. Come and join. EXG Elite says, I think it will end 1-1. Brighton, not sure, but we will see. Really? It would, you know what? I will not be surprised. EXG Elite says, you have won 5-2 against Leeds. Actually, it was a great game for United, to be honest. Oh, it was 5. Was it 5-2? Yes, you know what? You're right, because it was. I remember they scored first and then we equalized, and then it was just, and then it was Jack Harrison, I think, scored as well. Maybe it was 5-2. I could have been completely. You know what? That feels like a long time ago. Like, that does not feel like that was just, a year ago. It feels like it's way more than that. But it is what it is. Tobachar's family, which is my dad. Brighton will win 2-0. My dad is actually an Arsenal fan. Hater. Hater. Regardless, guys, I think we will basically be ending this stream at that. Let me just do a short little recap for those of you who are just following through, who just clicked into the stream. Don't go. Don't go. Stay. Don't leave. We'll be here for 1 more minute. Let me do a quick recap first and foremost before you go. Hey, Fantasy League right here. Okay. SFT League, everybody can join. It's open for everybody. We'll be doing weekly videos on the Fantasy Premier League, the SFT leagues, and yeah, who's doing well, who's had a rocky start and whatnot. Let's just say yours truly hasn't really had the best start yet, but it can change. You know what I'm saying? I'm also very active on TikTok as well. Sophia's Football Talk. Hello. But do remember to subscribe before you leave, and of course, give this video a what? Yes. Uh huh. Yeah, exactly. Big thumbs up. Which means what? Oh, yeah, a like. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes. So, okay, to give a short, little, quick recap for those of you who are once again tuning in or watching this video at the end here, Chelsea did win 1-0 against who? Brighton. Now, Brighton. Dang, I went a little bit too quickly. I mean, whoa, Everton, for sure. So it was a penalty. Who took that penalty? Of course, Jorginho, with that little, hop and skip movement he does, kind of what Bruno Fernandes also does, but I think Jorginho used to do it before. I don't know. Regardless, both of them do it. But they scored. Um, Overall, we did see a debut from Koulibaly. Also, of course, Marc Cucurella came in a little bit later. Armando Broja, Conor Gallagher, right so at the end. But solid. At least man of the match for me. Like I said, Kalidou Koulibaly. He seemed to maybe have gone down maybe possibly with the cramp at the end. But regardless, a good signing. I'm definitely very excited to see how well Koulibaly adapts to the Premier League. Yes, you can say, oh, he's old, but guys, he's the same age as Virgil van Dijk. Like, why are we trying to age shame here? Let's not do that. You're the same age. Come on. Yes, I would have wished that Koulibaly could have come join the Premier League, 4 years ago, for instance. That would have been great. But he's here now. Is that a big deal? No. It's a good signing for Chelsea. Marc Cucurella, also a good signing for Chelsea. He did get a couple of minutes in the second half, like I said. And why not? But let's be honest, this was not a walk in the park for Chelsea, like I said early on the stream. Definitely not. Chelsea needs to get some more signings. They are linked with Wesley Fofana, the Leicester defender, um, who is in some ways also injury prone. But on his day, and here we can use that term, on his day, because he's still very young, he's a top defender, in my humble opinion. So that'll be a good signing. But they do need a striker. They got to get a striker. I know the striker limit is very limited right now, or striker market, I should say, very limited. But Chelsea should go for a striker. Um, yeah, and sell some deadwood. Timo Werner, you can go. Pulisic, eventually you can go. Who else can go? Yeah, Hakim Ziyech will probably also go. Might join Man United. I hope not, but it is what it is. Guys, we are signing off. EXG Elite says have a great night, and the same to you and rest of you who are watching this video. Have a lovely night, evening, morning, day, wherever you are in the world. I would also love to know before I sign off though, and before I end the stream, let me know, possibly in the chat or after this video, underneath the video comment, where you guys are watching the video from. Let me know. Where are you watching from? Are you watching? Are you in Scandinavia like yours truly? Are you in the UK? Are you in, you know, Somalia, where my ancestors are from? By that I mean my parents. Are you from a country from West Africa? Let me know. For instance, Farhan Katarani, it says, I'm from India. It's oh my God, it's 1 a.m. in India. And you watching the stream at 1 a.m.? You know what, Farhan Katarani? I feel honored that it's 1 a.m. in India. And Farhan Katarani, sis is watching this stream right now. You're a real one, fam. You're a real one. But yeah, so we are global. We are a very small channel, but we are slowly but surely people growing this channel. We're at how much is it right now? Before I sign, I've been rambling for a lot. I did not plan to do that, but hopefully you guys don't mind. Basically, right now we just reached 449 subscribers. My goal is to get 500, and after that, it's going to be road to 1K subscribers. Can we do that, people? Can we do that? Can we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of August? I'm just putting it out there. If we do, you guys are real ones. So, what you need to do is, of course, subscribe if you are a new subscriber. I mean, if you are a new watcher, okay? Subscribe. And if there's any people in your family, friend group that are interested in football, because this is not a channel just for Man United supporters. As you guys can see, we are doing Premier League content throughout. We will be doing World Cup. We will be doing Champions League, Europa League, as Man United is in the Europa League, but that's another story. So if you have people that you could share this channel to, do that, okay? And give this video a what? Of course, big thumbs up. Yes, I have lots of energy right now, even though the clock is basically 9:30. But it's not that late. But regardless, I'll be back to work on Monday. So my summer vacation is basically over tomorrow. So I'm just trying to benefit all the videos that I can make. But as I said, tomorrow you will see me again for a Man United watch along and a short little match highlights recap after that. But I will also be doing like a match recap for the Man City West Ham game, which will be after the Man United game, obviously. I possibly, you know what, if I have a lots of energy, you might probably even see your girl do a watch along for the Man City game. I don't know. I would love to just follow through and see what my fellow Norwegian Erling Braut Haaland, not Haaland, even though he prefers people to say that, but here in Norway we do say Erling Braut Haaland. So how Haaland does it in his first Premier League debut. Regardless, I am rambling too much, people. Okay, your girl is signing off. Like I said, subscribe and join the league, fantasy league right here, the SFT league. Open for everybody. It's completely free. Everybody can join. We're going to be doing fun videos here on my channel, talking about, sharing how my team is doing, my team selection and whatnot. You'll see it. So the game week one video is already out. I made that yesterday. So definitely check it out after this video if you haven't already. And like I said, subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. And your girl is now leaving. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love.